I love the fact. I love that shit, man. Like it feels good to feel a little secure now. You got a little security blanket, bro,
Yeah.
because the way that he plays, we want thumpers. We want heart,
Ooh,
bro.
thumpers.
We want thumpers and we want heart. And when you see the tenacity a kid plays with, it's like finally we ain't seen nobody that comes up and makes hits like him. You know what I'm saying? You watch our DBs, you watch our secondary. Ain't nobody coming up and doing that. And this kid's in college.
Nah.
You see
Yeah.
it and you like,
And
man,
he's
dog,
making
finally.
it and he's making it at all the levels on the field, man.
Yeah,
He'll
I
Yeah,
come
love
he's
the
down.
fact.
he,
Yeah, he'll come all the way down in the backfield. He make it
Mm-hmm.
in the
he's the
middle of the
game.
field, or at the top. When
Open
no,
field
He's the
tackling.
game record.
Open field tackling, dog. Like he can open field tackle. Our safeties, man, you move your hips on our safeties, dog. They dropping. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way they was. Man. It's like this guy likes that,
You know
man.
what?
And yeah, bro, like our safeties have been bad, right? And it's
I,
finally it's like, yes,
I
we
just like
finally
the
got one.
versatility. I agree with everything Terry said. He's coming down, he's thumping, he's looking. But man, last year we was getting they was going over the top of our heads, game in and game out.
Yeah.
Now we got somebody with some speed, somebody with some intelligence to see what the route is and get IQ enough to get back there and defend it. Man, like you said, it's about time. It's been a while since I had a competent safety.
It's only
that's right.
smart, dog. It's like you hear when you use the word
Yeah.
smart, and the more I listen to Christian Parker talk, I've shared some of them. Yeah, I'm sure y'all probably seen it. Other when I listen to him talk football, he knows football.
Yeah,
This ain't no like
Mm-hmm.
Eberflus was full of shit when you heard him. It's like word
Yeah.
vomit. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just
It was his
you
way.
try to
He ain't like
outsmart us. Yeah, you try to outsmart us, but you try to outsmart
yeah.
us by running us in circles, bro. When I hear him, he
Right.
yeah,
talk bullshit. But Christian Parker, he's a football nerd. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And you hear that and you be like, oh, this guy knows football. That's why I like to hear. This ain't no like motivational shit. It's like, no, I know the
He's
numbers. I
shoddy
know
on
what
the
we're supposed to be.
defensive side. That's why I call
Yeah,
him
I like
shoddy
that.
on defensive side,
And
man.
you give him a player
Mm-hmm.
like that, you give him a player like that, like it's coming together, bro. It's really coming together. We can get this linebacker spot figured out, for sure,
Hey,
for sure. It's
and
coming
D
together,
picking
man.
up D from the Niners, that's a huge pickup on the low for real.
Yeah,
That's
D
Yeah.
winners, D
yeah,
winners.
that's
Mm-hmm.
that's huge on the low. We needed that.
So with
And it's just
go ahead, Steve.
no, I was just gonna say, and it's just shaping to my personal philosophies on what I like on my football teams, like young players from championship winning schools, and I like free agents from other teams that's bringing a good philosophy
Yeah.
to the team as well because we got a lot to go against. You know what I'm saying? As far as with all the hoopla that surrounds the Cowboys as an organization, so we need different mindsets, man. It come from winning type mentalities on our squad, and I think that's what we got between D Winters and Caleb Downs right there.
I mean,
Hmm.
Yeah,
Kobe Durant comes from a winning
Kobe
mentality
Durant
too.
too.
Kobe
That's
Durant,
one of my favorite peak pickups too, right there.
and then we still have Rashawn Gary. We
Yeah,
put
what
guys
about
in there that
Jalen
another
know how
one,
to win.
Thompson? Jalen
Yeah, but Jalen
Thompson.
Thompson
another one.
came. I like
Thompson.
him. I like his style of play more than I like where he came from because Arizona was Arizona, man. But I think that his style of play fits ours too. Like we finally might got some thumpers,
Yeah.
man. We finally might got some heart on this defense. This don't look like on paper. It doesn't look like the same Cowboys defense.
And of course, with them big boys up front with Quinn and Kenny Clark.
Art.
Yeah,
Hmm.
We
So,
might finally be honorary, bro. We might finally be nasty, bro. Like that's what we want to be, though. We might finally be there.
yeah,
so
just want to see
okay.
Pete.
So, what do y'all think? And let's give our the home kid, man. Let's give him a little shine too, man. And
Yeah,
listen to a little bit of his sound, man. When he Malachi
Yeah, yeah,
Lawrence,
yeah,
man.
man.
Harris, Four Star Telegram. Throughout the draft process, you just continued to ascend. When in the process did you feel like, hey, I could be a first rounder? And then you finally hear your name called in the first round last night. Just your emotions through all of that.
Right. Like probably during that process of just working out at Exos, like I know they don't have no say, but they were just saying like, oh dang, he's explosive. And I was kind of surprising them at Exos just with my explosive ability. Like when I got there, they didn't really know what I could do. So when I got there and showcased it and then got to the NFL combine and got to actually showcase
hmm
those abilities, I feel like that's when it grew.
when you left UCF and started the draft process, where did you think you would maybe be drafted? Best case scenario,
Right. Maybe like 3rd, 4th round, just like based off tape, I say. But like I said, I was kind of like a lower, like my name was kind of just on the rise at the end of the season, I say.
what allowed your name to blow up, you think?
Right. Just different things. Social media is weird. So
Yes, it is.
right. So shoot, what's on somebody's engagement might not be on somebody else's. So I say that, and just like also a good showing at the All-Star game here at the East West Shrine. I had some good practices.
Tommy.
Tommy Yarch, DallasCowboys.com. Malachi, you mentioned being here for that East West Shrine game. What did you make of Frisco, the Star, and now that you get to call it home?
Oh yeah, shoot, I love the city of Frisco. Great things to do, great restaurants. Shoot, one of my favorite Firebirds. Shoot, I love them. So yeah. And then the Star, like I was staying at the Bexley, so it's right next to the Star. So I was kind of familiar with this area. I had
Look at Shotty's face.
tried something to eat over there. And then shoot, just like the East West Shrine, what I was trying to do, just showcase like my abilities again, just grow my name.
We started talking to Christian Parker earlier today. What have your conversations been like with him early, and how does he see you fitting into his defense?
Right. Sure. He said, just go get that quarterback. Literally, like when I met him today, he was just like, "Are you ready to go get the quarterback?" I'm like, "Yes, sir."
Did you met him prior to today?
No, sir. I think so. At the form. Oh yeah, form. Mm-hmm.
Watch what happens when a
Oh yeah, man. So it's Malachi right there, man. Have y'all been able to check him out more?
Yes.
Since us drafting him, and what's
Yes.
your thoughts if you have? What's your thoughts on him?
I think what he said was true. He's explosive. I like his at first step was a little swift getting there. I didn't get to see I didn't get to watch a lot of his film coming in. And I remember John first mentioned him a few weeks ago. Watch out for, told us to be on the lookout for him. So good looking, OG.
Yeah, his name is moving around. Me personally, I've watched more tape over. He does have not just the last name, but he has shades of DeMarcus Lawrence, and I think that you could see that. That first step, that explosive
Somebody
first
else was
step,
talking about that
he
too.
puts his hands. But the one thing that got me about him, as fans, we heard a lot of why from the fan base. Why not? Why? Because you didn't know. Yeah, and I mean that's normal. That's normal because it wasn't a pretty pick. But when I watch, or what we thought it was gonna be, when I watch NFL players talk about him, they love the kid. They talk about how great of a player he is at his position. So I'm gonna listen to the guys that played the game and know the game. When they give him that type of respect, I gotta think something's there, no matter what we feel as fans or where we think we should have went at that 23 pick.
Right, and I admit I don't know ball, so
Yeah, the NFL guys like him, man. The NFL guys like him. The guys who played the sport like him. So ain't nobody said it was a bad pick, except for fans.
yeah.
Yes, 'cause they don't know.
We just didn't know the name, man. We
Yeah.
didn't go deep enough into scouting bag or whatever. But OG tried to put us up on them, and we just I guess we didn't pay attention to it. I remember hearing them say something about DuPont, him being that playing that DuPont manual, and I was trying to see if he played with my nephew when he was there, but he was already gone before my nephew got there. But that's why I remember. Yeah, OG did say something about him or whatever. I just didn't go back and look at his tape or whatever. So, but I'm hoping that he does well, man. So I mean, it seems like he don't have to come right in and he doesn't have to come in like how Caleb's gonna come in and be instant impact. He'll have time to grow a little bit. And hopefully by end of the season, man, he done figure some things out and can contribute in a big way. So how y'all feel about
definitely get some shine. He gonna get some play. He gonna get some clock.
Yeah,
Especially
he
if we
got
don't
that
sign.
four,
If we
or
don't
five
sign.
speed, man.
Mhm.
We need it against. We're gonna need it against some quarterbacks in the NFC East, man. They move a little bit.
All
Yeah,
of
Yeah,
them do, don't they? All of
all of
them do.
yeah,
Every one of them.
Dude's violent, man. Dude's violent.
yeah.
It's
Well,
physical.
speaking of Valiant, the other guy, the linebacker out of Michigan, Jayshon Barham, they say he's a high motor guy that's like at a thumper too.
Cruise
Uh,
missile, man.
is that what
man.
he is?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see
Another
him too. Yeah,
missile.
everything I see, another missile, man. Same thing as
Man,
Taylor.
I
shout
ain't got
out to
no trust in
Michigan.
no Michigan players.
Shout out to Michigan and though they
Yeah.
they let him play edge rusher. They ain't know he was a linebacker for real. Probably why he failed.
Yeah.
And his
So you
linebacker
think
skills are
he's all
nice.
right, Steve-O? You think he'll be one of the ones that stick in the future when we look back on hindsight?
Yep, as long as he likes to play linebacker. Because I don't know whose idea was it for him to play edge all last year in Michigan, but previous years he was all over the field. And I like what I seen going back on his film and stuff. And I see why Christian Parker took that interest in him.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's what
So
makes him special.
so everything's is in I guess we're just trusting Christian Parker's eye right now. He's getting a lot of
Mm-hmm.
guys to fit his scheme. So um only way to tell if it's gonna work, man, is when they get out there and play against some real competition, man. So
Line it up.
yeah,
Well, one thing I'll say about these signings, and everything we've done here recently, it's been real intentional, and I like that.
What I
yeah,
can say is
It's
this is
been real
not
intentional,
normal
man.
Cowboy off season.
Mm-mm,
This is not normal Cowboy
mm-mm.
picks. It's not. This is something different. It's something different.
Oh
That's
yeah.
it.
It's
I feel
it
like
feels
everything's
different.
finally. I feel like you have a purpose behind this. This type of guy fits this. It's not just a signing, and you will figure out how we're gonna use them. No, I think these guys are really like I want you for this specifically. This is what we're gonna do. That's why we're gonna get this player specifically for this position and for this scheme, to where it's not like we'll move him around. We'll figure out how he fits in the defense. It's just a
right.
name signing. These guys, these position signings are seeming real intentional, man.
I agree. I agree with that. I agree.
Yes,
Yeah, man. So if we were to put a grade on it, if you were
Hey,
to put a grade on
Okay, go ahead.
it, I'm going B plus, man.
hey,
Go
I'm
ahead.
going B plus. I'm gonna tell you why. Man, I ain't got no trust in the Michigan players, man. We get burnt by Michigan players every time, man. So,
Mm-mm.
but
that's
the Michigan player, he may succeed in this. Like we just spoke of him, Jay Sean or whatever. Nothing against you, man. I just don't trust Michigan right now. So that was at least a 65%, and the rest was A's and B's. You understand what I'm saying? So if I average that out, it's a B plus.